In the US, it's known as the happiest place on earth. Now Disneyland has welcomed crowds back through its gates in China for the first time in months. The government here says the coronavirus outbreak is now under control. And the Shanghai theme park is the first in the global chain to reopen since the beginning of the health crisis.
Right now, here in China and Shanghai, the COVID-19 epidemic conditions are such that we feel with the right measures in place as far as health and safety goes, that we are able to open successfully here.
Visitor numbers are capped at 24,000, roughly 30% of the park's capacity. Temperature screenings and social distancing measures are also in place. That means no selfies with Mickey and Minnie Mouse for now. But fears of a second wave of infections did nothing to deter crowds. Tickets sold out in minutes.
I feel happy. I finally have a place to take my child.
Analysts say the sellout open day points to pent-up consumer demand, but don't expect the Chinese economy to bounce back anytime soon.
I think the overall outlook is going to remain very uncertain and subdued as long as we do not have a treatment or a vaccine for the coronavirus.
Still, authorities here are hailing the reopening as a milestone in China's coronavirus recovery. It comes as Beijing is locked in a fierce war of words with Washington over its handling of the outbreak. Many believe the two countries have entered a new Cold War. The Trump White House says it has evidence COVID-19 leaked from a Chinese lab. China's foreign ministry says US leaders are using what it calls dirty tricks to mislead the world about China.
Do they really have such little moral standards and conscience that they care nothing at all but their own political interests, not even when human lives are at stake?
But the tension seemed far from the minds of those enjoying their day at Disneyland in Shanghai. The theme park fantasy, a welcome respite from the reality of the pandemic and the political fallouts left in its wake. Katrina, Al Jazeera, Beijing.